Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to do Rachel's challenge, and we're going to be using these little pieces that I showed you that I covered with the collage paper, the Tim Holtz collage paper. So I'll link that video below. It's a real short video. It just shows you how these are made and how you can collage on different things. We collaged on book pages. These are some old time cards, chipboard, all different kinds of things. So we are going to use these to make her botanical tag swatches, I think is what she called it. And then I've just got some more pieces of different paper here. But first, let's go ahead and say thank you to a few people that help support our channel through Buy Me a Coffee. And if you want to know what that is, you can click on the link below and go over and check it out. Those people that become a member do receive a free printable. So my little shop 3, I am Lion 500, Timrod Lady, Zara, Naja, Loretta, Sandra, Cheryl, Denise, Mary Elizabeth, TTARR75, Ratliff there, SA6, and Dale. Thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Alright, let's get started here. Now, I've printed off quite a few of her digitals. I printed off some of her botanicals, and then I went ahead and reprinted some labels and birds and things that I had purchased a while ago. So since this is going to be a botanical swatch tag, she used some of her botanicals, and then she also used some material swatches. Now, I don't have a lot of different material, especially vintage material, but we're going to see what we can come up with. Now, I don't think that really doesn't look too big. Let's see what size it is. It is, well, it's 7 1/4 or 7 1/2 almost. So I may want to trim that down a little bit. And I can always use the other part for something else. Let's take off the top part of it. Let's trim it down to 5. To me, that's a much more manageable tag, and we can use this for a little pocket. Let's go ahead and trim some of these off to 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim some of these plain ones too, because we'll use those. I will either collage on them or, you know, cover them with book page or something. I'll do something with them. And she made hers just out of various things. She had some different little cards and things. You could also use the backing of like the backing of your ephemera, things like that. Now I have these that I've had in my stash for a long time, so we're going to use some of those. Just lay some out there. Now I have no idea if we'll get this many even halfway going or not, but we're going to try. I'm going to lay those aside and we'll start with this one. I'm trying to decide. Oh, and someone said, I don't know how in the world you keep such pretty manicures when you fool with all these papers. Look, papers and tools. I don't. I broke that one off this morning. Broke the whole top part. These are dipped. The girls always buy me some gift certificates and things to get this done, and these are dipped, and I just broke that whole chunk out of it this morning, so I don't keep one. I really don't. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I think I want to cut this into a tag shape. This is my little tag corner template cutter thing. Is that a word? Tag corner template cutter thing? This is just a piece of chipboard that I have gone around and cut different angles, different size angles, so that I could use it for my little template for my tags. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, I don't mind that this is shorter because I don't use a lot of really, really tall tags, so that's what we're going to use on here. Now, I'm going to cover the back, I think. You could write on that, but I think I'm still going to cover it. I'm not too fond of that time card showing there. I'm just going to ink the front here first. And let's see, we could cover the back with this piece of paper here. Piece of book page. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me grab my glue. So how is everyone out there? I hope you're okay. I have become a hermit again, I think. Everything around here is starting up again, the bad stuff. So I'm just staying in. I've got plenty to do to keep me busy right here, so I'm not gonna go out if I can help it. But my kiddos are out this weekend. They are, and a lot of you ask where they're going to be. They are in, today and tomorrow, they will be in, let me think, Kentucky at the Gospel Music Expo. They'll be singing there. And then Sunday, they will be in Indiana at one of our subscribers, actually, at her church on Sunday, Shannon. So Shannon, if you're watching, let everybody know what the name of your church is. I don't have it right here in front of me, or I would tell everybody. So if you're in the area, just go see them. The name of their name is the Pilot Family. I've also had a lot of people who've asked me that, and I'll put it on the screen, the Pilot Family. But you can just look them up, and they have a website, and it tells you where they're going to be, all the addresses and all that kind of stuff. So there is that. We've got that done. Now I'm just going to choose one of Rachel's flowers to put on here. I love that one right there. And I don't know. I may fussy cut it. I don't know. You see what it looks like when I just kind of cut around it. I like the background that she put on these. And this is in her Etsy store, so you can go over there and check that out. And I think her Etsy store is just Roxy Creations. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to cut it out. And I'm just going to use these scissors for right now because my other ones are in the other room. So I'm going to, these cut really well to do fussy cutting. And I'll probably cut this fussy cutting part out because you don't need to watch me cut around flowers. Okay, got that cut out. Now, she put hers closer to the top and then she put a little bit of material right there at the bottom. Let me see. I've got a little piece of this. Got a little piece of this that might go. Now, I may do mine a little bit different than her. And let's see. I have a piece of this. This is some Edith Holden fabric, I think. And I'm just going to do 3 pieces, I think. Don't know what that'll look like. Let's see. Okay, that's going to work. We'll put that down at the bottom. Now I'm just going to go around and do a little bit of inking on this flower, and that will take care of any little white areas where I missed trimming well. Okay, first off we're going to glue these down because I think that needs to be the first thing that we do. We're going to put our flower on top. Now I'm going to stitch across these two, so I'm just going to put some glue right in the middle. There we go. Then we'll put our flower on. And I'm going to bring my flower just kind of over those little pieces there. Just kind of blend it in a little bit better. Just put it over the pieces and then I'll stitch right across there. I think that will work. So there is one. Now if we want to put a tag on this, which I think I do, I've got lots of tags somewhere. I actually printed them off again, and oh, that says Botanical. Isn't that nice? But it's really too big for that. So these are Tracy Fox, and I just printed them off again. I've had them printed, I've had them bought for a while, but I printed them off one more time. And I think that one's a little bit too big. So let's try this one. Yeah, I think this one will work. Now usually when I print these, I don't trim them down all the way at first because I'll end up losing some of them if I do. So I trim maybe a little off of them, like I have some of these, and then I leave them in kind of a good little stack there. That way I can put them in my ephemera holder and I don't have to worry about them coming out misplaced somewhere. That's cute. I like that. I like that idea. Alright, let's try another. Let me see if I can pick all this up without dumping everything. Now, I've not set any time on my watch. I'm not going to time it today. I'm just kind of leisurely going to make these. You can time it if you want. I think she said, you know, we can get 45 minutes and she said she only did that just for herself, just to give herself a little bit of practice time or something like that. I don't know. But I timed for a while and I tended to I thought more of the clock than I did of what I was doing. So now I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing and not so much the clock. Alright, let's put a little bit of this ledger paper on the back of this. I think that'll work. And I will stitch around all of these, so I'm not worried about going right to the edge with my glue. So we're just going to put it down and trim it off. And I don't know, I may put a tag topper on these, but I'm not sure yet what kind I want. So I don't think I'm gonna do that in the video. We might do it later. Might do it before I take pictures. I don't know. Sometimes I wait until I start to put them in my journal before I do that because I don't necessarily know what I want to put on there. So what shall we do now? I love this coral looking flower there. That's really pretty. But I also like this one. Let's do that one. Now I could use some of the flowers I already have cut out as well. But I just wanted to use some of Rachel's since this is her challenge. I wanted to grab some of hers and use them. But you can use what you have in your stash. You don't have to get these. I just like to support different Etsy stores because so many of you help support us, so I want to pass the favor on. With this one, I'm not going to try to cut out so close. Okay, I think that one looks cute on there. And I'm just going to take our brush on this one and I'm going to flip this over, put this on here, and brush over the white, or her backing is not white, it's kind of cream color. Just brush over it so to make it a little bit more like the color of the backing here. All right, let's see what, ooh, my fingers are sticky now. Let's see what fabric we want on that. I think we can put a little piece of that on there. Maybe a little piece of that green. And one of you guys sent this to me, so I have been using it. And a piece of that. That kind of matches, doesn't it? Okay, I think, let's see. I think I want them this way. And then my flower, like this maybe. Yeah. I've got so much glue on my fingers. That's why I hate using a glue stick. I do not like it, because I get glue all over my fingers and then everything sticks to me, and I don't like that. It's hard to craft when you've got paper and material and everything sticking to your fingers. And I have wipes here, so I may have to pause and get some wipes to my hands. Okay, now let's put our flower down. Oh yeah, I like that. That's pretty. We're going to put a little tag right up there. And I may use this one. Yep, that's the one I'm going with right there. Now this, I do want to trim it down a little bit more. I'm going to take that dark green off of it. Her tags, Tracy's tags usually have 2 or 3 different layers that, you know, you can trim them down like you want. And sometimes I take the darkest part off and leave the other parts. Yeah, that'll work. So with Alicia and, let's see, they're probably already in Kentucky. And then her husband had some surgery yesterday, so he is at home recuperating. And Presley had volleyball practice this morning, so Papa has gone to do the volleyball run. Which he did not mind doing, because he gets to take her to eat. You know, anytime they're out, he likes to take them and eat, because he gets to eat too. So there are those two. Aren't those cute? Very good idea, Rachel. All right, let's do another. And I think they're letting school out early today, because I don't know how many of you know, but here in our town, this time of year, they canceled it last year because of the big C word. But this time of year, they have what is called Rock the South. And they have all kinds of groups from all over there. Country pop, I don't know what all. I don't go to it because I'm not going to get in that crowd. But they have that here, and it's only about probably 5-6 miles from our house. And oh my goodness, it is, the town is crazy at that time. So they're letting the schools out at 1 so that they can, hopefully the kids can get home and, you know, not be in all the traffic, because it actually starts tonight, I think. I don't know what all groups are going to be there. I know that Leonard Skinner was going to be there, and they had to cancel because part of their group is sick with the big C. So I'm not sure who all else is going to be there. I think, oh, I don't even know. I won't even start guessing, because I don't. Miranda, whatever her name is, the one that is half naked on stage, she's going to be there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep up with all that stuff. But it turns out to be almost like we had back in the 60s in New York, or close to New York. I know some of you may remember that. Some of you may even went to it. It turns out to be almost like that, where it's just a bunch of people drinking and partying and I don't know what all. But some people go to it. Like I said, I'm not even going to get close. We try to get all of our shopping done beforehand, and we don't go into town those 3 days because it'll be all weekend. Right, I'm going to put the blue one on here and see if we have any blue that we could put behind there. I don't know. Let's see. Here's one. This would be pretty, maybe. Yeah, let's do a little piece of that. So there's a little blue piece. We could do another green because there's a lot of greenery in there. And then maybe just a piece of this tan. Woodstock. I think that's what I was trying to think of a minute ago. Turns out to be almost like Woodstock. A big mess. Okay, we're going to put those there. Most of our town doesn't care for it, but there's a lot of outsiders that come. People come from all over. And you'd think I mean, we're in a very small town. You'd think for such a small little town, you wouldn't hear of anything like that, but I don't know, somehow they got it up. And they've done it every year except last year, I think. I think Alicia, our daughter, went to it the first year, maybe. It was here. But she found out real quick, I think, that wasn't exactly her cup of tea. I mean, there's usually so many people there, it's just standing room only, so you stand the whole time. There's no places to sit or anything like that. I think Woodstock was, it was in a large location, so there was places to sit down and bring your little lawn chairs and all of that, but there's not here. This is not a big place. Cute. I like that. Okay, we're going to put a label there. See if I got a blue one of some kind. Ooh, there's a blue one. I might trim that one down and it may look okay. Let's do that first and we'll see. Yeah, I don't mind that. And it says stem. So I didn't cover the back of this, so we're going to cover it in just a second. And I'm going to put that one down about like that and then probably trim a little bit off of the edge to make it look like it's kind of going around the edge there. So let's go ahead and put something on the back. What have we got over here? I'm just looking right over here in my stash. I don't want to get up and go look for extra things. We could put this on the back. That would work. It's just a little white looking postcard of some kind that I got in some Happy Mail, and I think it'll work great for this. Okay. Let's see, what else is happening that we can talk about while we're doing this? school started back in our area, but Alicia is, well, Bethany's going. She's a senior this year, and she's only going 2 days a week. That's all she has to go. So she will start this next Tuesday, and then, because she goes to a Christian school, and they don't start at the same time everybody else does. And then Brooklyn and Presley, Alicia and Benji decided to homeschool them this year. So they're homeschooling mainly because of Alicia's travel. She does a lot of traveling with the group because she sings in the group. So they're going to be gone a lot this year. And, you know, it was either have somebody that would stay with them and make sure they got to school, which she didn't want to do, or, you know, homeschool where she can take them with her, and I'm glad she did that. Look at that one. I love that. It's pretty. Okay, now we're down to the ones that we need to cover. Now, we can write on the back of this. All we need to do is cover the front. And I may use a piece of our paper. This is the paper pad that came in the August kit, and this is called Vintage Emporium. Vintage Emporium. I had a lot of people who asked what the name of that paper pad was. So that is it. Vintage Emporium. It's a very pretty paper pad. So I'm just going to cover this little piece with this. I think it's going to be about the right size. Yeah, it's the right length, so we don't have to trim it off any. And that's 6 inches, so that works. Trying to think of some of the questions that I had last night that I tried to answer. The one was about my fingernails. Of course, I've already answered that one. I don't keep a manicure. You'll notice that they'll come and go. What else? Oh, the E-Club kits. I've had quite a few people that have asked about joining the E-Club kit that are international. Now, at first, when we first started the E-Club kits up, we let anybody join, international or not. But our system, the way it's set up on the E-Club kits, it will only allow U.S. shipping to be put in because we have to manually put that in there. So then I would have to turn around and send another invoice to all of the international people. Well, when they got their invoice for the international shipping, they would usually come back at me and pitch a fit because they didn't like it. Well, I told in the comments that this is only U.S. shipping. So, you know, we have to do that. We don't have a choice. I mean, the shipping is outrageous to ship international. We tried doing it a couple of different ways and it just didn't work. So we finally just said, okay, no more international. We just can't keep doing this and, you know, having people get ill at me and send me notes and saying they're not going to pay the shipping, and then therefore I would have to refund everything, and it just turned out to be a nightmare in the bookkeeping side of it. So we just decided to put a halt on it. It just wasn't worth it to keep on trying to appease everybody. So that's what we did. And I'm sorry if you are an international and you'd like a kit. It's just, that is just not something that we can do. Now, let me say this. I've already said that, so let me say this. When we have kits left over, and we usually have a few left over at the end of the month, when we ship all the other ones out, when we have kits left over, we put them in the store as a regular line item. Therefore, you can purchase them if you want. You don't have to, you know, you just pay your regular shipping because it's a regular line item. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But that's the only way that we can, you know, have the kits go out international. Because it's too much of a headache the other way. But that being said, so the best thing for you to do if you want one of the kits and you're international is just to watch the website. And we ship the kits out to everybody that gets one on the 6th of the month. After that, then we come back in and we put any that we have left over in as a one-time purchase. So just pay attention to the website, you know, look around that time if you're interested in purchasing one, and you should see something pop up there. So that's about the best that we can do on that. Now, I did have a few people that have asked today, and I was answering questions this morning, and they wanted to know, why are the kits turned off again? I can't sign up for the kits. Well, we had to turn them off once again. I opened it up just for a little while because we had some that canceled last month, which we always do. It's just, you know, some people think they want one and then they don't want one. So, but we had a few cancel last month, so I opened it up long enough to replace those openings, and then I had to close it back down again. We are having a terrible time getting product in. Getting retail products in right now to sell is a nightmare. If you are a retailer, I feel for you. It is a nightmare. There's so many companies that are either shutting down or they're not working full time, and so it's a headache. I mean, we're having a hard time, and I know a lot of other people are having hard times too. So we're doing the best that we can do, but we can't take more people in the kit than we can get product for. We can't do it. And right now we're having to, a lot of times we'll have to split products and then add more and split more products and add more. So it is becoming a little bit of a nightmare. So we've closed it down again. Now if we have more to, you know, drop out and we have openings, then we'll open it back up. Hopefully, you know, some of this is going to pass and we'll be able to open the full thing back up before long, but there's no guarantees there. It's the way this world is going right this minute. Okay, let's see what we're going to put on here. No, I don't want that one. That one might be pretty. So I'm sorry if you have been waiting to sign up and you missed the little opening there. And I can't notify you when we have an opening. I just don't have the time to do that, and I can't save all those notices that you send me, and you know, then email people and let them know that it's open. You just have to keep checking. It's the best way that I can tell you. I wished I did have time to sit and email everybody and tell them that, you know, it's opened up and all that, but I don't. So you just have to keep checking the website, and I try to tell you on here, you know, on my videos, I try to tell you if we've opened it back up and how many openings we have and that kind of thing. So just watch the videos, and it's the best I can tell you at this point. Now I think this one needs a tag topper, don't you? So let's grab our little toppers and see what we've got here. That one would be pretty, I think. Yeah, Melina is our purchasing agent, and I'm telling you, she's having a hard time right now trying to keep product in the store. Everything that we try to order, it says out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Back ordered to Kingdom Come. I don't know when, but it's a mess. A mess. That's pretty. I like that one. Let's do another one of those. I like the width of that. Now it's, let's see how wide these are. These are 4 inches wide, so that's a good width. Let's see, we might put a bird on this one. I did print off Rachel's birds. That bird's a little bit small for that. So we shall see what we'll put on this one. I'm going to keep on till I dump those. You know that, don't you? So what are we going to put on this one? I did pull out that flower a minute ago and I liked it. And I put it back and put something else on there. So let's see. I don't know. Let's cover it first and then we'll decide. I want to cover it with something. And I don't know what. We could put some map page on there. Oh, I don't mind that. And then we could put a flower that kind of blended with that or looked close to that. Let's try that. That'll be pretty, I think. Let's see. And I think that was a couple of the main answers. Now, as far as shipping regular products, any of our regular product line items that are in the store, we ship those international. They ship everywhere. I get constant emails and messages on YouTube about why do you not ship international? We do ship international. If your country can receive mail from the United States, which there are a few that still cannot receive mail in from us because of the, you know what, but if your country can receive mail in from us, then we ship international. So all you have to do is go in there, put in your, select your products, put in your information, and then fill out your mailing address, and it will let you know if we can ship to your country or not. You don't have to ask me. It will let you know in the website. Before you pay any money or anything, it lets you know that, and it lets you know what your shipping's going to be. So, just wanted to cover that one. That's another question that I have quite often. And I wanted to let you guys know, the ones of you who have been helping out, answering some of the questions and pointing people in the right direction, and letting them, if somebody asks about one of my videos, letting them know where the videos are. Thank you guys so much. That helps tremendously. Anytime that you can help like that, that is a big help to us. So I do not mind you doing that at all. Well, don't want that on there. It's a little bit too, that one will work, I think. I am going to ink it just because I don't really like all that white on it. So what I'm going to do is flip this over, this page right here. And I'm going to take my brush, and we have these blender brushes in the shop. I had questions about those last night. What was the brush that I was using to rub on the distress ink? It is called a blender brush, and they are in the store. Our store is linked below the video, as well as our Facebook page and everything else that I can find. I link down there. And see, it tones down that white background, so it makes it blend with it a little bit better. Now let's find some material. And I had thought about cutting a little piece of this, and I may just put that all the way across. I kind of like that. One of you sent this to me. Very pretty. Let's see, what shall I do? I may do this. I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I'll use this on something else. And then if we bring that down here, what do you think? Well, that doesn't look exactly right, so let's try something else. I will use that on another piece somewhere. We'll cut a little piece of this. And you can use your pinking shears to cut the material if you wanted to. Already got a piece of that cut, so we'll use that. And then a little blue piece. Let's try this little blue piece. Well, I need another piece to go on there, I think. Let's just cut a little bitty piece of this and put it on there. Cut that one down. And I know some of you may say, what is the purpose of that? Well, I don't really know. Go ask Rachel. I'm just doing the challenge. It's just to mix your paper and your paper and your fabric and your ink. It's just to mix the products. It's basically what it is, I'm sure. But you know, it was Rachel's idea. She did it in her challenge, and I'm participating in her challenge, so we're doing it too. And I think once we get it stitched and everything put down, I think it's going to look really good. I love the ones that we've done so far. And someone's asked me why don't I link Rachel's video below my video? Well, all you have to do is click on the hashtag Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and her channel, as well as everybody else that is participating in this, comes up. So it's easier for me to do that and then just have everything linked than it is for me to go find a particular link. So you can just click on that hashtag. Okay, put that there. And I'm going to trim these little bitty pieces off that are sticking out. You don't have to trim these off. You could probably just leave them. But if I'm going to slide this down in a pocket, I think I'll need it. Okay. And then a little tag up here. Okay, I think we'll put this tag on there. This is one of her botanical tags, and it's Tracy Fox. Love junk journals on Etsy. And this one, these are called botanical tags, and this one just says leaf. Okay, and then I think we need a topper. That one will work. Okay, so there is that one. Cute. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to a time card one and then cover this. Well, that stuck to my table. So let's cover this with some paper. What paper are we wanting to cover it with? We may just cover it with a piece of book page. Grab a piece of book page. We can put the book page on and then we can decorate that. Yeah, let's just do that. Then we'll have a variety. You could use your digitals as well. That would be pretty. Okay. There is our book page. And like I said, I'm not worried about the edges because I am going to trim around it. Because I am going to stitch around it. So I'm not going to worry about those edges being glued down real well. Okay, now I want this book page to look a little bit more distressed. So I'm just going to take my brush. I'm dipping it in my ink. And I'm just going to brush over that because I want it to look a little bit darker than what it is. Okay, then let's see what we want to do now. Do I want to put a little piece of this on here? Maybe. I think we might just glue that there. And let's see. I'm going to tear it basically like this. Gonna glue that right there, I think. Okay, then let's see what flower we want to use. Let's try one of our washi flowers. These are from our washi sticker flowers, and this is quite large. Let's see what the white one looks like. No, it's too little. I think that one will work right there. Yeah, I don't think I have another one that's any bigger, so let's use that one. We have more of these that are due here today, so we will add those in. Lots of different types. Ooh, sticky, sticky. Oh, don't stick yet. I'm not ready for you to. Okay, let's put it right there maybe. Now, where is my bone folder? Buried in all this fabric over here. Okay, for the minute, I cannot find my bone folder. I know it's buried there, but we're just going to take this and press the edges of this down really well. And then you just take your little tool and brush over those edges, and it will blend it right into that paper. See? Looks like it was just made right there on that book page. Okay. Then I'm going to put a little tag on there. And on this one, ooh, I almost dumped them. On this one, I may just put a number. So let's find a number that we like. These are Tina's numbers. What about that one? Nope, don't like that one. Okay, let's just cut out one of these numbers. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit, like that. Put a little ink around it. And let's see where we want to put it. There, or there. I think I'm going to put it right there on the stem. Yeah. Like that. Now, I didn't put any material on this one, did I? So, let's see what we have. Okay, I have a pretty red and blue piece here. And a red and black piece there. Isn't that pretty? That is gorgeous. So, what I'm going to do is cut a little strip of that. And she didn't say exactly where you had to put this, just put it on. So, that's what we're going to do. Let's see, one little piece that's got some blue in it. Okay, I'm going to trim these down a little bit smaller because I feel like that's a little bit too much. Don't want it to overpower the flower and everything else. So I'm just going to tuck that little piece right there. And then we'll cut this one down a little bit. Right there. And then I'm going to take a little piece of this trim. And it's going to go right there. That will work. Once we stitch over that, it's going to blend in perfect. Okay, guys, I think that is it for our Rachel project today. All right, let's pull these back over and we'll look at all of them that we made. This one, that one, I think I'm going to put toppers on them. They look, to me, they look better with toppers. So let's go ahead and pick out some toppers for these 4 that we've got floating around here. It's a pink one. What about there? Is that too pink? Nope, I think that'll work. So there's that one. See what we have for that. Maybe this one, it has some red on the bottom of it. Okay, then we need one for the blue and one for this. Okay, I think this one will work on the blue. Let's see, just turn it around maybe. Nope, that's the right way. Like that. All right. Okay, that is it for the Rachel challenge. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.